On this introductory video, I want to give you some tips about vocals, vocalists. We have basically a front line of singers, all right, and those are generally our soloists who are also really good at harmony parts. And then we've got another section that we love to call pub grace. We used to use them a lot more. It's very hard to staff pub grace, but we do use them for big projects. And that's where we have a gang vocal. So if I know I have a gang vocal, if I have a block of people on a Sunday morning, I think about planning it totally differently. I'm like, awesome, we've got this wonderful audible weapon we can use, and I love using gang vocals. But there's a split between the front line and gang vocals. All right, those are two different things. And I can tell you as a worship leader, one of the scariest sentences that's ever told to me is this: when a vocalist comes up with stars in her eyes and she goes, "I like to sing harmony," that's petrifying, because people who can sing harmony don't say that. They say, "I will give you a laser background vocal that you don't even have to think about again. I will laser it in. You don't have to worry about it at all. I'm great at background vocals." That's the kind of person that we got on the front line. So front line is mostly soloists, but it's not all soloists. It's our strongest soloists who are particularly gifted at delivering a 99% harmony part rather than 79% harmony part. All right, so that's the division. Something else about singing harmonies. If the lead vocalist's note is this long, then the background vocalist's note is this long. Not this long, not this long, but this long. So anytime there's frag on the end of a background vocal, it's not a good background vocal. So just remember, if the lead vocal's this long, the background vocal is that long as well. Something else, vocalists have a lot of vocalists have grown up doing choral stuff and have worked at other churches and kind of have these long rehearsals and all that, and so there's little choral tricks where they haven't worked on the song, so and they come in and they're like, what was that part again? Oh, can you play me that interval again? I want to tweak this part and just really get it lasered in. That's called lack of preparation. We give you all your materials days in advance so that you can work on them 10 days in advance. And if you've come from another church, it only makes sense that you don't know all of our songs. I mean, that's just normal. That's everywhere you go. But when you come in here, you got 10 days to learn the songs. And so don't do this choral trick that everybody knows all about, which is, what's that note again? What's that again? I don't really know these songs. You had 10 days to work on it. Come in prepared, and don't play that little choral shell game. Another little thing, it's no big deal, but this is just a basic thing. Eat your microphone. Microphone capsules, particularly some of the ones that we use, particularly on the front line, have just a narrow band where you really maximize the tonality of your voice, okay? So your timbre really cuts through when it's at a certain distance. So what you don't want to be is this person who talks like this, and everyone's going, eat the mic, eat the mic. What? Oh yeah, that's right. They default down to here. Eat the mic, eat the mic. Be in it, and let the engineers do the heavy lifting. But you just eat the mic, okay? Another thing I'll say to singers, soloists in particular, you'll practice something at home. And you practice it, and you come, and then you sing, and you're like, why am I not hitting these notes? Why have I blown up my throat already? I mean, I'm already hoarse, and I don't understand what's happening. Here's what's happening. You sing a certain way in your living room, and you're projecting at a certain volume. You nail the part. Then you come in here, and all of a sudden, there's all this sound pressure. You've got a big, loud band, and the conditions are different. There's booming and crashing. And you tend to want to sing louder than it, and then you push too hard and you burn out your throat. So here's my advice to singers. However you sing, however you use your instrument, if you're in your living room, come in and do the same thing. And if anybody goes, hey, sing louder, never do it. Let them do what they do. You do what you do, and don't change your instrument, or you'll be overblowing or underblowing. It's a good way to protect your vocal instrument. All right? Last thing I'll say is this. just a little friendly tip. It's gonna happen where the sound engineer is gonna say, "Oh, we're having a problem with your thing. Talk in your mic there, Sally." And Sally goes, "Oh no, here I go." And she does something like this: "I am talking in my microphone, and I don't know what to say." And you sound like Elf. You sound like Will Ferrell trying to make a song up. Relax. Here's what you do. Sounds simple. Just relax. Don't even flinch. You just go, okay. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check 1, 2. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Keep going until somebody says stop. So you don't want to just go 1, 2, and they have to go, hey, say, keep going, keep going, keep going until somebody says stop. But you don't have to come up with a bunch of silly stuff or feel embarrassed. Just act like a pro and go check 1, 2, check 1, 2, mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Just say 1, 2 again and again and again, and you'll sound like somebody who's done this for years and years and years.